All I see is devil. All I see is devil. All I see is devil. All that I see is just devils.
What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be learning how to make that Duke intro game day video that you just watched. We're only going to be breaking down the first two, and then we'll be breaking down the rest later on, like next week. So we're going to be going over how they did that wave title effect and how they moved it over to the right where it displayed kind of who's playing who. It's not as hard as you think. It's just a little bit more time consuming. This will probably be one of my longer videos. First, what you want to do is go over here into your titles, and right below you'll see generators, and we want to move this on the bottom right here, and then we'll make it like 20 seconds. That will vary. What also will vary is what color you make it, so we can change the color over here, and I'm gonna make it kind of something similar to my school's colors, which would be somewhere around there. That's pretty accurate. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add titles. So we're gonna go to titles, and I'm just gonna, like I already did, type in custom. That's usually what I use. It's kind of just like a default, and I'm gonna make it the same length as our background color. And we're going to then kind of make whatever you want. For me, I'm going to use our school slogan, which is like mayhem. I'm going to say something like mayhem is coming. Something simple like that. And also, this looks a lot better whenever you choose a font that is hollow. So there's this font that I like to use called Fun Sized, and it's on a website you can download for free called defonts.com. I'll leave a link in the description. They have like thousands of free fonts that are pretty dope. But yeah, we're gonna find Fun Sized real quick. Oh, I don't know my ABCs. So here it is. And I'm just gonna make it to where it kind of reaches around the whole screen. That's probably good, like right there. And what we're going to do is make this yellow. So on the face, here, go full screen. We don't want it white. We want it like kind of like a yellow color, like that. That's perfect. And then I think there's a plugin where you can make all those titles make like a ladder effect pretty much. I don't want to buy it, so I just kind of got creative, and what we're going to do is hold the title while pressing Option and drag up, and that's going to help you duplicate it. And we're going to do this about, how many will probably fit in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. So we'll do this until we get 5 of the same titles. And if that's not enough, we can always add one. So we'll just start at the front. I'm going to select this front title, or this top title. And in the positions where it says Y, it kind of works like a graph. We're going to use the Y's, and we're going to bring it down like this. And then we're going to go to the second one. And since we brought the first one down, we're going to bring the second one up like that. Same thing, third one, we're going to bring that one down. So just go to the Y's, bring it down right below the bottom. Then right here, we're going to drag this one up like that. And then we can't move that one. I think we need one more to go right here. So we'll just add this, go up, select this. Not really sure where that's at first. Right there, and then we're just going to bring it down. So yeah, and again, to make all those copies, all I was doing was holding the title while pressing Option and dragging up. Or you can drag to the side, but for this, we would be dragging up. So now we have this ladder effect, which is pretty cool. And what they did that I didn't do is they kind of like had like this clicking thing. I think I know how to do that, but I decided not to do that. But I did want to make one of these or two of these kind of like highlighted how they did in their video. So I just gotta find it, which I'm just gonna like delete these and see which one I'm on. So that one, I don't want to mess with that one. Don't want to mess with that one. Definitely not that one. That's one that I would want to change. So I'm going to go to outline. And I'm going to check the box. I'm going to press show. And I'm just going to probably just make it the same color it is. So using this eyedropper tool, I'm just going to click on the yellow like that. And how I'm going to make it kind of glow more is I'm going to bring the blur up to about halfway, and the width is going to come all the way up to about, that's probably too much to like right there. Maybe I don't want the blur that crazy. Yeah, something like that. And then now I want to find this one that's right here. So, see which one, where that one's at. Not that one. I think it's this one. Yep. And we're going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to go to outline, click the box, press show, change the color, eyedropper tool, and then we're going to play around with the blur. You could copy and paste the effect, and then bring the blur down to where they look pretty similar. I think that looks pretty similar right there. And boom. Now we have all our titles laid out the way we want them. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all of them and we're going to make a new compound clip. So if you're using a MacBook, you're going to double click. If you're using an iMac with the mouse, you're going to right click and you're just going to press new compound clip, press OK. And now nothing happened as far as what you see visually, but our timeline is a little bit more organized, and when we add these next effects, we don't have to add them to each one of them individually. We can just add them as a group. So how they did that wave effect is pretty simple. First of all, you just go into your effects, make sure you're on all or you won't see it, and you're just going to type in wave, and you're going to drag wave onto your title, your new compound clip. And as you can see, all that does is like make one wave effect, but we want it to be animated where it's moving, which means we're gonna have to play around with it a little bit, get creative. So on the first frame of our clip, we're going to make a keyframe like this, and on the very last frame, which would be right here, we're going to move the offset up a little bit, and we may go back and change it if we feel like it's too slow or too fast, but just move it up and then play it, and it should be animated moving. To me, that's pretty solid. Let's see, I just think that the amount is a little too high, so I'm gonna move down the amount because I want you to still be able to read it, of course. So boom. That's perfect right there. So yeah, now we have our mayhem is coming animated with the wave effect. And now what we need to do is have it move to the right. So how we're going to do that is make a new compound clip again. Combining our titles and our background. I'm going to press OK. And that was weird. And we're gonna go back to generators, and we're gonna add another background onto the bottom. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be my longest tutorial. And we're gonna make it the same length as this one. And then in order to make it the same color, because we don't want it to be noticeable that there's two layers, we're gonna use the eyedropper tool, and we're just gonna grab the color from here. And now, suppose you're editing with music. Say the beat drops at 2:31 right here. We're gonna make a mark And then we're also going to make a cut. So pressing Command B, we're going to separate these two. And on the first frame of this clip, which you'll know by this, we're going to go to positions. And like I said, it's like a graph. If we want to go side to side, we're going to change the X's. And we want it to go to the left, like this. I think that's enough space to do to show the logos and like who they're playing. So now that we did that, it should look something like this. And that's kind of how you move it to the right. And then it's really easy from there. You just go, you can grab your PNGs. You can go right here. And then you'll just obviously scale them. This part you guys probably know how to do. You just scale it, make it smaller, and move it around with the position tools. Bring it down, put that here, and then you can go to titles, use custom again, and then obviously we don't want that over our original titles from the intro, so using the X's, there's a lot of moving and positioning. We'll bring it about right here. We'll say verse, or we can say at. And yeah, that's pretty much how you do the first two. You just go in here and then kind of do whatever you felt like. But that's how they did the wave effect, and that's how they moved it to the right. I'll be breaking down the rest of the video next week. And yeah, at the end of this video, I'll go ahead and drop my finished product of what I made for a game day video for my school here in Alaska. Peace.
All I see is devil. All I see is devil. All I see is devil. No. All that I see is just devils. Devils. Don't drink from the cup.